Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Got to share something with you that's super important, I think, for gameplay. First, a quick update. I had about $80,000 in the account at the start of the season, and I purchased a forklift, so no longer have to lease that, and I'll just I'll leave it here in the shed, in the barn, but I can just, it's so close to town, I can just drive that back and forth. Not even worry about a trailer at all. In the meantime, I've been just doing a lot of contracts, and that's what I want to talk about. Strategy changed a little bit once I realized I wasn't going to be making $100,000 a year as a farmer. Barely 50,000, and with some contracts possible to do okay. However, then I discovered that you're limited to 3 contracts, and so my strategy was just be a contract farmer. Maybe don't even farm my own 3 fields, but then I changed my mind on that. I might as well plant the seeds and make a little bit. You know, I make about 10,000 a season off of my 3 lots. But certainly, you don't make a lot of money off of buying property and then farming it. So these are my 3 fields right here. 49 right here is I think $59,000. So if I were to make $3,000 a year on that field, do the math. It takes a lot of years just to pay it off before you start making any money. Whereas I can just show up and work it for a contract. You can see these contracts are 7,000, 5,000, 9,000. It doesn't take a whole season. It takes a couple hours or a day to go do a contract and leave with $7,000. So I quickly realized the money is not in buying up land and owning your own farm. That's nice. That was my goal. That's a great goal. But the money is in contract farming. If I can do most of these contracts, I could really crank it out. However, back to my point, you can only do 3 contracts at a time. And so what I did is, and I'll show you how to increase the contracts. That's the point of this whole video. So it's actually a productive, educational video. So if you're playing the game and you didn't know this existed, let me show you how I did it. I have not used it yet, although I just added a 4th contract, so I know it works. What I read was that I can have 100 contracts and 22 active, I think. So still looking into that. So where am I going? Main screen. Before you start the game, go to downloadable content. And by the way, this is where the official mods are. And you can go to, by the way, here's what I have installed. Hot Rod, Auto Load, the Platinum Expansion Pack, and then this Contracts Plus is what I want to talk about. So no updates, no downloads. These are the official DLCs, some extra stuff. Here's the best mods and the most downloaded mods, latest mods, and recommended mods. Who recommends it? I don't know. So there's a lot. And here's I've said this before, but this is an advantage of downloading 22 and not just waiting for 25, because this game has been out for a couple years and there's just a ton of stuff, DLCs, official stuff. Now, there are other mods out there that I've tried and I couldn't get them to work, so they're not the official. So you never know what also they're going to try to sneak in there. These are the ones that have been approved. So here what I do under Mod Hub where you can go into categories here. If you hit X, you can go to search. I typed in contracts. Here I was confronted with, was shown six different options, and I tried better contracts. That one didn't work, and then I tried contracts plus. And what you have to do is, so you basically install it, right? There's a little bit of information on it. You install it, and then when you start the game, here is where it was unchecked because I had installed it, but I have to also choose it, select it, and then you start the game, and then it starts with those mods installed. Now, some mods you still have to buy. So like I downloaded the hot rod car. That's cool, but it's not free. It's just a mod. So you still have to have the money to buy it. Okay. So the advantage here is going to be huge for me if I can just do contracts year round and as many as I can handle. So in the meantime, just so you know, update, I have 98% yield bonus. I still have not figured out how to get to 100. Haven't researched that. That might be lime, but right now I'm 98%. So I'm growing the three that I can typically grow, and those are the wheat, barley, canola. So this crop calendar is huge. Pay attention to it. But August and September, I can plant wheat, barley, canola. I happen to have 3 fields. Those 3 are the 3 that you can plant August, September, October. That's great. However, if you pay attention to the orange categories, as soon as I'm done planting my own fields, I can shift gears and become a harvester. And my personal harvester can only do, and I wrote them down, wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, and soybeans. I can't do potatoes, sugar beets, sugarcane. I need special equipment for that. I think that's enough to keep me busy. If I'm just harvesting other people's stuff, by the way, after you harvest it, then they're going to need you to cultivate, fertilize. No one's ever asked me to roll yet, but those are really enough to keep me busy and probably making some pretty good money, is what I'm thinking. So I don't feel bad about the mod. See, normally I do. I don't like to anything that's even close to cheating. But it makes no sense to me. Let's say I'm a farmer and I have 50 employees and I have 20 tractors. Why can I only use 3 of them? So, see, that doesn't make any sense. So I can definitely justify that by saying, hey, I've got, enough machines and people that I can send out 6 or 10 different employees to go do contracts. And I can basically be a great contract farmer and start making some pretty good money. So under contracts here, you can see I've got 4 now. I've got cultivating, harvesting. So you want to pay attention to the field number, and then if they've started yet. And then you need to kind of manage these guys for sure. Sometimes they stop, sometimes they hit bridges, sometimes they just don't know what they're doing. This guy, why is he sitting? Now, I don't know. I have no idea. So you want to make sure he's going. And then once he's going in a straight line, hit B. And then if he keeps going and it says dismiss AI worker, you should be good. So he's cultivating. Now this guy, I don't think he has a job yet, but I need to check that. This guy, what's he doing? I don't know. He's just sitting. And then, see, they need some help sometime. They need guidance getting places. And then here's this guy also, like, what are you doing? So let's turn on the harvester. Now maybe just with me, let's make sure he's spitting stuff out. There we go. And then hit B for AI worker. Maybe with me going in and out of the menus and adding mods in the game, and maybe that makes that a little bit worse. So this guy I need to figure out. I have 2 people who I don't know where they should go. So my job is to figure out, by going to contracts, I can see I've got 2 that are working. The harvester is now working again. and this one is cultivating. So I need field 3 and field 74. And so what I should do is look at this guy and see which field 3 and 74, which one is he closest to. He's right there. He's selected. So 3 and 74. Now 74 he's closest to. It's right here. So if I zoom in and hit Y and then right stick, and then back out, he should be going there on his own. So he's going to 74, and then this guy should be going to 3. So a lot of times they need a little help. So I'll get going, and then I'll hit map, and 3 is way at the top of the screen, I think. I am starting to learn. This is a long ways to go. So then Y, and then right stick, and back out. Now, give him a minute. Watch where he goes. Sometimes he just runs into stuff. Or just stop. See, I'm not doing anything with my joystick. I'm trying to figure out what's... They're just not the brightest people. What it says is he's blocked by an object. He's literally blocked by my trailer. So what I do is I dismiss the worker. See what I mean, they're just... I hate to say bad things about my employees, but I'm having a hard time finding good workers, honestly. So I'm going to help him out. I mean, come on. And I believe 3 was this direction, and I'm going to do it again. Y, right stick, and then backspace. And maybe I chose the wrong way. Oh, he's just going to get on the right side of the road. So there we go. With a little help from me, from the boss, we're good. So now all is golden. Yeah, there he goes. See? Bye-bye. Go to work. Everybody's working like they should be, and that's kind of how it's going. Now, what's cool is, let's just verify. We'll go down to contracts real quick. Last thing, I have 4 active contracts. Remember, the game limits you to 3. That means this mod works, and I can do as many contracts as I can handle, but I have to have the machines. Right now I have 3 cultivators, 3 tractors, and 1 harvester. So I'm kind of maxed out. Instead of buying land each semester, that's a teacher word, each season, my goal should be to buy an additional tractor and piece of equipment so I can add a contract worker to the group and not worry about it's going to be as expensive or more expensive, sadly, but the return on investment is going to be much greater. So if you're playing the game, this tip I think will help you out, that mod, and being able to do as many contracts as possible. You know, what is going on here? Okay, so here's another example. He doesn't know what to do. He's blocked by an object, which happens to be a car. So I'm gonna fire him, and I'm going to. So you do have to pay attention to your workers. So I'm gonna go ahead and hire a new person. Should be good, and we'll let him go on his way. So there's an update, and I'm pretty excited how this is going to work out. I'll catch you next time around with more updates. But for now, Mr. Johns is out.